Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 18 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is really pretty. We are using double crochets and front post stitches to make this really cool design in the middle, and then we're using puff stitches to make this design. We're changing colors frequently on this round here to make this really interesting four-corner square design. So this square has a lot of a big eclectic amount of stitches to make this really cool design today. This square is called Neela Pani Square, so make sure you're checking out the links in the description of this video to get the written pattern to follow along with this square. In today's granny square, I'm using just Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I'm using 5 different colors today. You can use as many different colors as you want, but I'm just using these 5 colors, and this is just a worsted weight scrap yarn that I have just lying around. This is just a size 4 medium yarn. You can use a double knitting yarn, or you can use worsted weight yarn, any scraps that you've got lying around. I'm going to demonstrate this square in an H size hook today, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissors, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and these tools just come in handy in this whole project for all 365 days of granny squares, so make sure you have those tools. Before we start, I do want to mention there are other links in the description of this video, so like I said, there will be a link to the written pattern for this square in the description of this video, but there's also a link to my website, YARNutopia.com, where you'll get all 365 days of granny squares. If you click the image, it will take you to its video tutorial here on YouTube, and then on the bottom of the blog there's a list of the ones that have written patterns available to you, so you will see number 18 granny square. It will say Neela Pani, and you can click that and follow along with that written pattern. There's also links to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you take photos and share your photos on Instagram and Facebook. Just hashtag 365 days of granny squares, or you can hashtag YARNutopia. I'll see them on Instagram. You can also follow me on Snapchat. You know, snap me your photo of your square and I can see them for a few seconds on Snapchat as well. You can follow me. I'm YARNutopia on Snapchat. I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Just hit that red subscribe button so you can get the update on when we post our next video. So let's just get started in making number 18 granny square. Alright, to start off, let's start out with a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold this down and then pull this through and pull tight. Insert your hook and we can start. To start off, let's chain 6. So yarn over, pull through, 1, yarn over, pull through, 2, yarn over, pull through, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're going to come all the way to the beginning chain, this first chain right here, and we're going to make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go into that chain, yarn over and pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Okay, so now we've formed a ring. If you know how to start with the magic ring, you can start that way as well, but I'm just going to go on from here. Starting with round 1, we are going to chain up 3, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and 3. And in this ring now, we are going to put 15 double crochet. This chain up 3 counts as a stitch, so in the end of this round 1, we are going to have 16 stitches in total. So a double crochet is going to be yarn over, go into this ring, yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that is a double crochet. So again, yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can see I'm working in a circular form here. I'm kind of turning this around like this, and I'm working over the top of my straggler or my loose end right here so that I can pull that tight later. I think this is 12. I'm not sure. 13. 14. Okay, so I'm going to count back, make sure I have 16 stitches, including this chain up 3 here. So I'm going to count from this chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I should have 16 stitches around. Once you have 16 stitches, including that chain up 3, we're going to slip stitch to that chain up 3 right there. So go in, then yarn over and pull through and through. Just like that. So there was round number 1. If you want to, take this straggler back here and you can kind of pull that tight to close that center a little bit. Okay, so now we can go right into the next round. If you want to change color, you can. You can just fasten off here, start your new round or your next round in any stitch on this round. I'm just going to chain up 3 here. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and 3. And around the same stitch that we just slip stitched 2 and chained up 3 here, we're going to make a front post double crochet around this. So it should be your chain up 3 from the previous round. So a front post double crochet is yarn over, go from this side of the post, okay, around it, just like that. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through at 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a front post double crochet. So now in each stitch around, we are going to put a double crochet and a front post double crochet for 32 stitches. So yarn over, go into the stitch, this next stitch right here, go into it, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then we're going to make a front post double crochet around the same post that we just stitched into here. So yarn over, go from this side of the stitch around it, just like that. Then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops, just like that. Okay, again, yarn over, go into the next stitch. Okay, these 2 loops up here, front loop right here, and back loop right over there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to go around the post that we just worked into. So yarn over, go from this side of it, around it just like that. Then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so just repeat that all the way around. Each stitch should have a double crochet in it and a front post double crochet around it. So, and then at the end of this round, like I said, you'll have 32 stitches. So I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3. Alright, just finishing up this last stitch on this round, so don't miss that. You want to make sure, if you need to, count back 32 stitches. And then when you come back to the beginning, we want to slip stitch to this chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Right at the top, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. At this point, you can decide if you want to change color or not. I am actually going to change color, but if you're not changing color, let's see here, we're going to chain up 2 and go on to round 3, but I'm actually going to just chain 1 here and cut this yarn, pull it all the way through and pull tight. In this next round, if you're changing color, you can start in any stitch around. We'll be working in every single stitch, so I'm just going to go right back into that same stitch that we just slip stitched into, that chain up 3 there, and I'm going to grab a new color, hook that on the hook, and pull it through. Okay, and now, like I said, chain up 2, so yarn over, pull through, 1 and 2, and in the same stitch, we are going to make a puff stitch. And a puff stitch is yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull up, then yarn over again, go back into the same stitch, yarn over and pull through, and pull up, and one more time, yarn over, go in to the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull up. So now you should have 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over and pull through all 7 of those loops, and then chain 1. Okay, that's a puff stitch. Now we're going to puff stitch and chain 1 in each stitch around. Okay, so in this next stitch right here, we're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go back into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and again, yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on your hook, and then chain 1. Just like that. So then in this next stitch right here, again, I'll show you yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and one more time, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on your hook, and then chain 1. Okay, so just do that all the way around in each stitch, so you'll have 32 puff stitches on this round, and then 32 chain 1 spaces. So I'll meet you up at the end of this round, and we'll go on to round number 4. Alright, just finishing my stitches here. You want to end this round with a chain 1 and then slip stitch to the first puff stitch right here. Okay, so not in the chain 2 right here, 1, 2, but actually into the puff stitch we're going to go, then yarn over, pull through, and through for a slip stitch. Okay, now if your round looks kind of like this, kind of wonky, don't worry, this next round will straighten that out and make the square shape. If you're not changing color, you want to slip stitch into this chain 1 space between the puff stitches, and then chain up 1 and go on to round 4 with me. But I'm actually going to chain 1 here and cut this yarn, because I'm going to change color, so I'm going to continue to pull that through and pull it tight. And I'm going to insert my hook into any chain 1 space. I'll just go right into this one. And I'm going to pick up my new color, hook that on my hook, and pull that through. Just like that. And then we're going to chain up 1. So yarn over, pull through. Now in the same chain 1 space, we are going to put 2 single crochets. So go into this space, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, and again, go back into the same space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, so those are 2 single crochets in that space. Then in the next space, so we're not going to work in this puff stitch at all, we're just going to hop to the next chain 1 space between the puff stitches, and we're going to put 2 half double crochets in the next space. So yarn over, go into the space, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And again, yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Then in the next space, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put 2 half double crochets in here. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. In this next space, this next chain 1 space, we're going to put 2 double crochet. So we're going to start making our corner here. So yarn over, go into this next chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So those are double crochets. Now for the corner, we're going to chain 3, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and 3. And in the next chain 1 space, we're going to put 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, another double crochet in there. Now in the next 2 spaces, we're going to put 2 half double crochets in each one of those. So half double crochet is yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, and again, another half double crochet in there. Hop to the next and put 2 half double crochets in there. Okay, now is where we're going to start to change color. You can decide if you want to change color or not, but right here, this next space, I'm going to change color. So I'm going to put a single crochet, a regular single crochet, And now to change color, I'm going to put a single crochet in there, but I'm going to go in and yarn over and pull through. But I'm not going to yarn over and pull through with this color. I'm actually going to grab a new color, hook that on my hook, and pull that through to finish off that single crochet. Okay, then in the back here, we're going to pull all these stragglers tight, and there's the 2 single crochets in that space. Now in the next space, so now we're just going to kind of repeat what we did. So in the next space, we're going to now use the new color, and we're going to put 2 single crochets in the next space here. So 1 and 2. Okay, so now we're working with the new color here. If you want to, you can turn this over and cut your old color, and then kind of tie that in a knot in the back. And then we can sew those in later. So now we're going to repeat what we did. So in the next space, so we just did 2 single crochets in this space. So now in this next space, we're going to put 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. Then in the next space, we're going to put 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. Then in the next space, we're going to put 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2. And then for the corner, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And in the next space, we're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Then in the next 2 spaces, next 2 chain 1 spaces, we're going to put 2 half double crochets in each one of those. Whoopsie. Let me try that again. 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, and the next one here, 1 and 2. Now in this next space is where we're going to change color. So we're going to put a regular single crochet in here, and then we're going to put a single crochet, but we're not going to finish. So we're going to go in, yarn over, pull through, and then to change color, I'm going to go back to my first color here. We're going to yarn over with our other color. So yarn over and pull that through instead. So now we're at the new color. And then we're just going to repeat. So in the next chain 1 space here, put 2 single crochet. So I'm using the new color now here. Then the next chain 1 space, we're putting 2 half double crochets. The next chain 1 space gets 2 half double crochets as well. Then the next chain 1 space gets 2 double crochets. And now we have to make our corner. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And in the next space, we're going to put 2 double crochets. Then the next space gets 2 half double crochets. And the next space gets 2 half double crochets also. And then the next space is where we're going to change color again. So I'm going to flip this over and cut my old color from this point here and tie these 2 in a knot because I'm going to use that other color again. Okay, so I'm going to single crochet, a regular single crochet in here. Then I'm going to go in with a single crochet but not finish it. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then pick up the new color, drop the old color, hook the new color on the hook, and then pull that through those last 2 loops there. Okay, and then we're now working with the new color. We're going to put 2 single crochets in the next space. Okay, then 2 half double crochets in the next space. 2 half double crochets in the next space again. 2 double crochets in the next space. And then we're making our corner, so we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put 2 double crochets in the next space. And now we're finishing off our last side here, so we're going to put 2 half double crochets in the next space. Then 2 half double crochets in the next space. And then in the last space right here, we're going to put 2 single crochets. So we're going to finish off this round then with a regular single crochet, just like that. And then we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round, so right in here. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Alright, so now, if yours is turning a little wonky, no worries, we're going to stretch this out a little bit. And the next round will also make it a little bit more flat. Okay, so let me just cut this yarn. Obviously there's a lot of strands we have to sew in. So before we go on to the next round, I am going to sew in a few of these stitches. So what you need to do is just take your yarn needle and weave in these ends. Okay, just yarn your needle and then just go underneath the stitches and hide your stitches, or hide your loose end. Okay, so I'm going to do that for all of these little strands here, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to the next round. Alright, I just actually sewed in all my ends here, so now it's pretty clean. I suggest you do the same just during your project after you finish a round or something, just so you don't have to do it at the end. But if you're going on to round 5, if you want to not change color, just chain up 3 and go on to the next round with me. But I'm going to chain 1 here and cut this yarn because I'm going to change color. So chain 1, cut that, pull it through, pull tight. Okay, I'll sew that in a minute. I'm going to grab a new color, hook that on my hook. I'm just going to start, you can start in any stitch or in the corner. I guess I'll just start in the corner here. It's a basic double crochet round, okay, so we're not doing anything super fancy here. We're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and for this beginning corner, since I'm starting in a corner, I'm going to double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And I'm going to do that again. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then I'm going to put 3 more double crochets into the same corner, that chain 3 space. Okay, just like that. So now it looks like 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet because this chain of 3 counts as a stitch. It counts as our first double crochet of this round. Now we are going to double crochet into each stitch across. It should be 16 stitches, so let's count here. Double crochet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so now we're at the next chain 3 corner space, so we're going to put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet, all in the same chain 3 corner space. Okay, and that's it. That's the repeat pattern. So now we're just going to double crochet into each stitch on this side, which should be 16 stitches, and then in the chain 3 corner space we're going to put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet in the corners, and that's the square. So then I'll meet you up when I'm about to fasten off. Alright, just finishing this round here. Now we can fasten off, so we're going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 right here, so 1, 2, 3, right into the top here. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through and through, and now we can fasten off. Now if you want to, you can go on to another round. If you want to do double crochets, just repeat that last round, putting 1 double crochet in each stitch around, and then in the corners you could decide if you wanted to put 3 double crochet, chain 2, or in 3 double crochet, or you could do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in these corner chain 2 spaces, but just put 1 stitch in each stitch around. But I'm going to fasten off here. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it all the way through and pull tight, and then sew in that end. And there you have it. Number 18 granny square is complete. Thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this beautiful Neela Pani square with me today. If you want to get the written pattern for this, you can check it out on my website, YARNutopia.com. And if you need to, you may need to block this square if it's not really laying too flat for you. What you can do is just pin this down to like a towel or a mat or something. Pin it in its square shape and then just spray it with some water and then let it dry, and it should keep its shape after. So just sew in all your ends and make your square pretty, and there it is. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Make sure to share your photos on Facebook and Instagram, follow me on Snapchat, and subscribe to my channel. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hooking!